Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our broadcast of the Rocket Soccer Confederation competition. My name is Sunsets Brew, and I'm happy to be welcoming you to the Premier League semifinals and finals. This is it, guys. We're about to crown some champions. Back from assignment and joining me is Bercules, and as always, Art is here producing the stream. If you like what we do, hit that subscribe button, give us your money, Twitch Prime sub, donate bits, tell your friends. It all goes back into the stream. If we get enough donations, we'll be able to stream in 1080p for those upcoming matches in Season 2. And speaking of Season 2, signups are live. Check the Twitch chat for the link, or better yet, hop into our Discord and grab the link from the Notices channel. We look forward to playing with each and every one of you. It's another stunner evening for Rocket League here in the Manfield Stadium broadcast box. The weather never really seems to change, but we're okay with that. We can look down and just see the crews doing some final adjustments of the orange octane's thrusters and putting some fresh rubber on the blue team's Dominus. Anyway, the Premier League semis, the top four, the best of the bunch, the creme de la creme, the bee's knees, the totally tubular, the beau monde, if you know what I mean. Over in the Solar Conference, the two teams facing off today are Hecka's number 1 seed Fates and CD's number 2 seed Hurricanes. Both these all-star teams are coming off 3-0 sweeps in their respective quarterfinal matches. Confidence levels are high. Beer, run us through some numbers.
Yeah, thanks, Sunset. Like you said, tonight we have the best of the best. And really, by being the champions of the Premier League, you're in turn champions of the entire Rocket Soccer Confederation League. And both these teams are very worthy. We're talking top 5 offensive stats, pretty much for both these teams in all categories. But the big one that jumps out to me is the Hurricanes are first in assists. And not only does that mean, obviously, they're getting some great passes off and scoring a lot of goals, but it also means that they're spacing out and communicating. And that helps in all parts of the game, defending for your rotations, as well as making sure you don't get into those messy double commits that can really hurt a team.
Yeah, and let's talk about this, that opposing teams are only scoring 25% of their shots against the Fates. And that is an amazing stat for them. And the league MVP, Krios leads the Fates in shot percentage at 51% and is also second in the league in saves. And he's just been a critical member of Hecka's lineup, and he's gotten it done.
Yeah, Krios is up there in all the stats, second in goals, second in saves, fourth in assists, really an MVP type player. On the other hand, the Fates have a lot of their players in the top 5 in categories. In fact, Krios, like I said earlier, second in saves, and Johnny is third in saves as well. So this team actually gets a lot of saves, so it shows me that they're both great defenders, but also they're not up there in the team saves, and they're also not up there they're not allowing a lot of goals against. So this team isn't getting pressured very often. Once they make those saves, they're able to get the ball out of their half and apply pressure to the other side.
Yeah, and that's awesome to see from them. And let's turn it in. Let's talk about Bismarck from the Hurricanes. He's just been an assist monster. Number 1, laying down that perfect pass, and his team is really going to be looking for him to dismantle the Fates defense and make some of those opportunities happen.
Yeah, earlier in the season when I casted the Hurricanes, Bismarck also was leading the league in assists then. So he's held that all season long. He's a really good team player. I will say this for the Hurricanes, though. That stream I did earlier with them, we were casting, they didn't win that series, I do believe. And it's because the passing broke down. This team heavily relies on that passing. And if it breaks down, they don't have a lot of other ways to get it done. So they need to make sure they get off to a good start with their passes. And hopefully that gets them going here in the semifinal matchup.
Yeah, and we're really going to be looking for the Hurricanes to keep on going. They are number 1 in shots attempted. They have 90 more shots than the Fates. And so they're really, really good at putting the shots on, but the Fates are good at, putting the shots where it counts.
Also, the Fates have the best record, and that's 10 more, almost 10 more than the second best record, which is actually the Hurricanes. So they got it done all season long. Obviously, that's all out the window. Playoffs are a whole different game. We've seen so many upsets this playoff offseason here. This is the number 1 and 2 seeds, though. Fates have got it done all season long. We'll see if they can get it done again today. But really, it all just comes down to this best of 5 series at the end of the day, really.
Yeah, and this is the semifinals. It's the Premier League. These guys are playing their hearts out. There's got to be some nerves happening. What do you think the keys to the game are going to be for these guys?
Well, like you said, nerves, and I think that always plays a big part. Like I said, we've seen a lot of these number 1 seeds and number 2 seeds get upset, and I think it's because of the pressure they put on themselves. They know they're supposed to win it. Theoretically, they're supposed to come out and play better than their opponents, and that can really cause teams to tighten up and not play to the best of their abilities. They'll try to overdo it, and overdoing it is way worse than just playing relaxed and just playing how you've been playing all season, which is really what got you here in the first place. So I would just really, it's just about being relaxed, which sounds a little off since it's in such a big scenario here and everything's so intense, and you want to come out strong, but you also need to be careful and just stick to the basics really when it comes down to it. Make sure the rotation's on point, and make sure that your passes are getting to where they need to be, and make sure you get good clears. That's more important than anything in the Premier League, because there's always going to be someone there in this champion and up level that's going to clean up those bad clears.
And we got players joining the server, and it looks like we're about to get underway here. For your play-by-play, Hercules.
Thank you. Kickoff here for the first kickoff of this one will go in favor of the Fates. The Hurricanes. They are in orange. It's pressuring immediately here. Krios passes that over to Johnny. Great passing off the bat here. Johnny's trying to take it up. Cannot get the duck around Shamu. He's going to clear it out, but Ray Protein follows it off. Touch off the backboard. Bismarck, great read off that backboard, taking it off the roof. Perfect play here. Krios with a whiff. Johnny, good patience and read. Gets the clear all the way to the back half here. As Shamu with another ice read. We're going to see this a lot from the Premier League, obviously. High caliber play. Everyone can get it done in the air. It's really just going to come down to who's better at doing all this. Good touch there for Ray Protein, trying to get it over, but once again, Shamu keep the pressure very back and forth. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that here in this series. Bismarck gets the ball down. Perfect play off the wall by Krios, and good read there from Shamu, keeping the pressure. This could be an opportunity. Johnny's a little slow to react, but he will not. He'll beat Bismarck to that ball.
And if you look at all the players on the Fates, they're keeping that one man back, and I think they're trying to stay relaxed and just kind of ramp it up as we go on, and that's good to see from them.
Yeah, definitely. Also, we were talking about the nerves, and I was talking about being relaxed. Dropping the first goal and going down 1-0, or 0-1, I guess I should say, giving up the first goal of the game also plays a big factor in those nerves. You're already down to begin with. So, yeah, like you said, they're having a guy back, so they probably also don't want to give up that first goal of the game. They want to play smart here and then take advantage of maybe a few opportunities that the Hurricanes give them. Protein slows that down, dribbles it up, tries to get the dunk over Bismarck. Good pop off there from Bismarck to get it out over to Shamu, who pops that straight up. Third guy could come in for the shot. No, he's going to let Bismarck pop it into the corner here, trying to keep pressure into that corner and get a pass off to the center. Rios is trying to disrupt it. Shamu finally comes up, gets it into that corner like I was talking about, tries to get the pop, misses. Johnny's trying his best to keep it out, but unsuccessfully. That ball is just rolling here. Whiff there from Krios. Whey Protein gets it out, but ends up centering it. He gets a beautiful dunk to make sure a shot is not headed towards net. Very risky there for the Hurricanes. Or for the Fates, I should say, sorry. Hurricanes popping that out now. Swoops going for the shot attempt. Bismarck right there to follow back up. Gets it right back in that corner. And gets a great touch off over to Shamu. Cannot get the angle. Ray Protein gets it out of there. And gets a good clear with his back to the ball. Swoops popping that back center, so back and forth here. What do you think about this? Why do you think neither of these teams have scored so far, I guess I should say?
Yeah, I think it's going back to the fact that none of them are willing to commit their third man up on the attack.
And as
right as I say that,
yeah,
Whey Protein it takes this one up the wall and dunks this one straight in.
Yeah, but as we see right there, not even a passing play, just really Whey Protein, good awareness there, turning around really quickly and perfect angle off the crossbar and in. But that will give the Fates first goal of the game, so we'll see if the Hurricanes change their approach now, start playing the third man up a little farther here. Johnny's trying to get it a 2-0 lead. Great pass here off the backboard down. Shamu reads that perfectly, gets it out. Trying to pass it over to Bismarck, but unsuccessfully. Krios with a play out the double touch, left post, and cannot get it done. Just missing here. Whey Protein flew in for that one as well, but no shot here for the Hurricanes here, or Fates, jeez.
It looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication there by the double commit by Krios and Whey Protein on that one.
Yeah, I think Krios, that would have been a great pass if he would have just left it, but he went for the double touch. So yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication. But with the lead, it's not going to hurt him too much at the moment. Swoops does pop that towards center. Johnny needs to get this. He does. But that clear is going to go center. Shamu with the shot. Krios, great follow-up and read off the wall. Just keeping Shamu from taking a shot off it. At least as Swoops gets off the roof down, Bismarck is there, but Wave Protein plays off the backboard perfectly and gets the dunk on Shamu, keeping 2 shots out from going to the center. And Wave Protein's trying to give his team a 2-0 lead, tries to pop it down, and unsuccessfully will not do that. Some great passing here from the Hurricanes, but nothing's panning out so far, and this is what I was talking about. When those passing plays are not working, they have a problem scoring. There's an opportunity, though. Bismarck pops that towards net. Krios with a nice save.
And the Hurricanes are putting all 3 men up right now. They're really being aggressive, and that's putting them being kind of vulnerable to big clears.
Yeah, and you know, this level, they know they need to do that, and they're only down by 1 here. It's not the worst thing ever. They do need to be careful they don't drop another goal, because that's really going to end this game for them, you'd think. But they also definitely do need to score. They have plenty of time to score 1 goal, but the Fates are definitely making that tough on them here so far.
And the ball is spending most of its time over in the back of the Fates side, so it's good to see them finally get on offense again.
Oh, there's a shot, though, from Whey Protein and in, and like you were saying, they come back, and after all that pressure from the Hurricanes, they just kind of come in and just a nice little passing play here, a little bit of a strange touch, and it's going to go down.
Bismarck a little bit slow to get up on that backboard, and at this level, you got to be defending that thing with your life. It's very, very deadly when balls come off of it.
So that's going to give the Fates a 2-0 lead here. Hurricanes still unable to score in the first game of this series. We'll see if they can get one. Get some momentum headed into the next game. That pops over. Swoop's going to try to pop it back out. Shamu comes in and steals it. A little bit of double communication here. And yeah, I'll keep saying at this level. And at this level, you cannot be double committing. You have to trust your teammates, which is something the Hurricanes have obviously done well all season, but we didn't see it too much in this game. And they're just going to put one more in for just for kicks here. A little bit of bragging, maybe hurting the other team's pride a little. Good pass from Johnny, really, and Krios, just a great touch.
Yeah, so that puts the Fates up 1-0. I'm sure that's a big confidence boost for them. They're going to look to keep it going. Krios, relatively quiet. It was Whey Protein and Johnny getting it done.
Yeah, but we could definitely see what Krios could do with that last goal he had. Yeah, well, definitely that's a good sign though for the Fates when your best player is not leading the scoreboard. I should say that's a good sign because that means everyone's doing their part. And if Krios needs to pop off and take it up to a new level, he can do that as well.
Yeah, we've definitely seen them display that talent regularly. And, we're going to be looking for the Hurricanes to step it up. I think they're going to be really looking for Bismarck to get it going, to really be a catalyst for opportunity, to draw out those defenders and lay down some really nice shot opportunities.
Yeah, and that's what he's done all season long. Like we said, first in assists. Yeah, he's going to have to step it up a little bit, and they're going to have to get those miscommunications down. We saw just a couple. We only saw a couple double commits, but in this caliber of play, you cannot really see any if you want to be successful.
Yeah, you're going to get punished if you hop on those double commits, and especially, you got a team like, Whey Protein of Rocket League trainer pack fame, the league MVP Krios. They are going to, jump on those double commits as soon as they can.
Exactly. So we'll see if they can. I mean, this is like we're saying, high caliber teams here, the best of the best. So they'll make those adjustments. I don't doubt that for 1 second. Game 2 kickoff will go in favor of the Hurricanes. Trying to score their first game of the series. Johnny pops that up off the roof and down. Not the greatest touch. Swoop's trying to take advantage with the angle shot, but too much on that. Shamu's going to try to get it back center, but not the greatest touch from him either. Whey Protein taking it down now. Good passing on the midfield to keep the pressure, but Johnny reads that perfectly. That is head towards it and dipping, and that will go in. And once again, the Fates are up by 1.
And the Fates, this is a change of pace from them. They put all 3 men up. They were super aggressive, and Johnny just takes that one in from midfield. What a shot.
Yeah, and you can't blame them. The change of pace is obviously going to happen now that they have a series lead, and they are very confident after coming off a 3-0 lead or a 3-0 win in that first game. So I would not be surprised for them to keep up that aggressiveness until the Hurricanes prove that they shouldn't be doing so.
Yeah, and once again, you saw Whey Protein went in there for a demo and disruption, which he didn't even do once last game. So yeah, so these guys are feeling it. The nerves subsiding, and they're trying to seem like the former selves.
Yeah, definitely. Krios pops that to the corner. Whey Protein, perfect read. Getting it out. Johnny's trying to pass it out to the center, but he'll whiff on that touch. Bismarck just kind of swoops in, gets the ball, gets a dunker over Krios. It's going to pop into the right corner now. Looks like Johnny's going to be the first one to get there. A little bit of a slow follow-up for the Hurricanes in that opportunity. Shamu pops that up, cannot get it around Krios, who plays that off the wall perfectly. Can he get that sick double touch just off the top crossbar and out? That was almost a beautiful shot.
Krios almost went.
Bismarck trying to get it around Whey Protein as he reads that perfectly. And oh, shot there from Bismarck, and he's going to put it in. Instead of doing the passing, he's the one that finishes off the play.
What a setup from Shamu. He pops it straight out. Bismarck says, all right, I got this. There's nobody there. Thank you very much. Equalized.
Yeah, tie ball game, and we were talking about Bismarck leads the league in assists, but his team leads the league in assists. So obviously everyone on this team is very capable of passing the ball. And a great way to tie the game up for them. Hopefully that will get them going first game of the series, or first goal of the series, I should say. Couple of whiffs here, swoops. Sorry, go ahead.
But the first goal is always the easiest, and Bismarck, he's doing what he does best. He's putting his team on the board and making opportunities.
Yeah, hopefully I'll shake off the nervous. Bismarck goes for another great shot. What a save by Johnny. Quick reactions to read what Bismarck was trying to accomplish. Bismarck getting this right now. He gets the pop around one. Shamu has the easy finish, but Krios comes in and saves a little bit of a slow shot. But a good save there from Krios as well. Swoops is keeping the pressure, so much pressure from the Hurricanes now. And it's definitely flustering this Fates team, as you can see them bouncing the ball back and forth through each other's cars. And not on purpose here. Johnny is finally able to get that out, but once again, the passing just continues right back on the other half now. Swoops with a beautiful demo on Whey Protein. This is going to give Shamu a chance to get a pass off, and he'll whiff. And that's going to hurt a little bit, but that ball's popping back and forth. Like we said, the Fates are getting flustered. Whiff there from Whey Protein. Johnny helping his teammate out.
Yeah, we're seeing some nerves happening right now on both sides. The ball was kind of just dead in front of the Fates goal for a little bit.
Ooh, what a defensive play from Shamu right there with his back to the ball. And maybe they both turned up the intensity here just a little bit. Whey Protein's trying to get that out, but the Hurricanes have been applying a ton of pressure right now. Ball has been in the Fates' half for most of this game. There's another great touch for Swoops. Oh. Shamu taking that up on the wall, cannot get it around Krios though. Good defense there from him. Johnny keeping the pressure. That's headed towards net. No one's back, and Shamu cannot get to that ball, and that's a bad defensive breakdown here at this level.
Yeah, Johnny just puts a shot right there, and the Hurricanes were all pushed up. There was nobody rotated back, and maybe that's a little bit more than playoff nerves happening. Them just trying to get that goal back.
Yeah, and that's going to give the Hurricanes completely lose their lead here now. And once again, the Fates have the upper hand. So they were trying to kick it back here. Shamu, are you kidding me? That was a beautiful touch to get his team back tied in this ballgame.
Now, so Shamu takes this one. He puts this one off the backboard to set up the shot from Swoops. And, Shamu calculated, maybe not, but gets in the way of that and dunks that one straight in there.
Yeah, great play to tie this game back up. Beautiful passing here. Kickoff goes in favor of the Fates. The ball's headed towards net. Whey Protein might have a chance off the post, but that's going to be a great pass over to Krios, and they give up the lead right back, and this Fate team will not quit.
Now, what a kickoff kick touch from Whey Protein. He gets there, he puts the touch on, pops it straight out, and Krios does what Krios does best, sinks the goal.
Beautiful play from Krios so far, but at least this series a little bit more back and forth in this game, too. Hurricanes are looking quite a bit better, which is just that alone is a confidence booster for them for sure. Good clear there from Swoops. That's headed towards the net. Is anyone back? Johnny is back. He'll get it out. No, he won't. Shamu with a beautiful dunk that's falling in net and in. Wow, what a play there from Shamu. And just a lucky bounce off the roof, really.
Yeah, Swoop puts this one straight up, and all the Fates can do is watch in disbelief as that just falls straight down in the goal. Unlucky break.
Very back and forth here. Once again, it's tied. We'll see if the Hurricanes can hold on to the lead for a little bit longer this time. That kickoff goes right to Whey Protein, who puts a shot on. It's going to be high, and Swoops is going to pop it back into that corner, giving Johnny a follow-up opportunity, and Whey Protein's going to put it off the backboard here. Krios with a follow-up shot, and they do give the lead up right away. And once again, the Fates have the lead.
Like I said, defending that backboard is so important, and the Hurricanes are just ignoring it. And the ball comes straight out into the midfield, right on top of Krios, and he gets his choice of where he wants to shoot it.
Yeah, you saw all three of the Hurricanes players sitting almost in the same spot. They've got to space out better defensively if they want to defend against those backboard plays. Like, that was a good touch right there from Shamu. Johnny does follow it up, gets it off the back. Bismarck, great read. A little bit of passing here, perfectly working out. Bismarck gets that touch, but Krios plays that up on the wall perfectly, not allowing that ball to go to the center of the field. Swoops pops that off the wall, and shot here that is headed towards it. No one is back, off the post and not in. It's going to bounce back out, and no rebound shot from the Hurricanes, even though only one man was back in net. Got to be a little bit more aggressive here, you'd think, with only a minute left and down by 1.
And we see the Fates are now defending their backboard with everything they've got after a couple goals have been scored.
That's going to be a shot from Krios, and that's going to go in as well. Fates are looking like they're going to take game 2 as well. You see Bismarck actually make a great save right there, but Ray Protein gets a perfect pass really to Krios.
Whey Protein just drops it straight down to Krios. That's a textbook pass. Beautiful.
Fates are looking pretty good here in this semifinal matchup, taking the first 2 games. Johnny's looking to make it 3 goals. That ball's up high. Krios follow-up shot to the right. Good touch there from Shamu. I think that was a little off, but either way, gets it into his own corner here. Bismarck pops that down to Shamu. They need to get that passing play working. Bismarck's just going to go straight for the shot. That is dipping, but it's going to be off of the backboard. Shamu completely slows the play down, trying to get it over to Bismarck, but they'll end up running into each other, and that offensive play will fizzle out just a little. Swoops pops that over to Bismarck, goes for the shot in the bottom left corner, and Krios, good save right there. But Hurricanes are pressing here with some good passing, but it's a little late.
And as the clock winds down, we're going to see that backboard defense, I think, really was the key in this game. And the Fates had it. The Hurricanes didn't. Fates win 5-3.
And they will be up 2-0 here in this series, and that's going to put even more pressure on the Hurricanes, who have looked a little shaky.
Yeah, the Hurricanes are going to need to step up. They're going to need to take a little bit of time, take some deep breaths, and talk about, how do we defend the backboard? How do we dish out the passes? How do we dismantle the defense? And how do we get anything going here?
Yeah, during the regular season, really the Hurricanes, you'd have to say, stat-wise, were the better team offensively. They were third in goals and first in assists. But the Fates remind me a lot of the Dragons, who were the minor league champions. Not a ton of high offensive numbers, but the team as a whole got it done. And we're seeing this with the Fates today, too. Great passing. They're really moving the ball around.
And we said that Krios had to step up and get it done. And look at him. He's topping out the scoreboard, 3 goals. And we said he was going to be a key to the game. And he is proving to be that key.
Yeah, he responded well and got his team a 2-0 lead in this series, which is huge. We'll see if the Hurricanes can make an adjustment here in Game 3. They're not in these playoffs for any reason. For no reason, I should say. Swoops pops that over to Bismarck. Good touch there. Shamu keeping out from center. They're going to need to get something going. Ray Protein misses on that shooting opportunity. He was a little quick, so I don't think anyone can blame him. That ball's headed towards Hurricanes' nets. Ray Protein gets that out. Actually, trying to pop it back to his teammate, I think, but Johnny's going to follow it up off of the backboard. Can he get the second touch? He can, and that's in. No, it's not. Swoops with a beautiful save, keeping it from going in. What a quick reaction from him. Bismarck getting this out, but once again, the Fates are already pushing so hard on offense. The pressure is insane coming out of the gate.
It seems that almost every clear from the Hurricanes is turning into an attack opportunity, and the Fates really need to struggle to get back on there.
They do have some breathing room, though. Swoops pops it over. Shot from Shamu is going to be way left of the goal. Bismarck trying to get it back center here. And no one there to follow up. Johnny's going to pass it over to Krios. A little bit of a passing play here to get the clear. Well, it's going to go center. Bismarck not going to be the first one to get there. Krios gets the dunk over his head. Swoops, good backboard defense there. You said we needed to see more of that from this Hurricanes team, and there was a little bit of it. Whiff from Krios. Shamu might have a shooting opportunity. He does try to put it high. Follow-up shot there from Swoops, and that will give the Hurricanes a 1-0 lead. So good sign for them.
And this is classic Hurricanes. This is a passing play straight up off the backboard. No one's there to get up there and make the save. And Swoops has his pick of where he wants to shoot it. He chose to go center down. No one's able to get there in time. 1-0.
Good sign for the Hurricanes, working that one out. Whey Protein wins this kickoff, though. Krios trying to follow it up, getting pinched. No, he'll land on the wall instead, try to pop it over Swoops. Good defense there from Swoops, disrupting that pass. Johnny right back at it. Looks like Bismarck was waiting for a pass for Swoop, but he'll come in and take it himself. Slowing the play down a little bit here, and perfectly gets it around Krios and gets a demo on Johnny, but Wade Protein coming in from the back and clearing it out of there. No one from the Hurricanes to take advantage of that either. Great play there from Bismarck.
Yeah, Bismarck making opportunities for his team, but no one was there to follow it up, and he's going to try and keep that going right now to see if he can get some more and hopefully get his team on board.
You'd think if he kept doing it, eventually someone would score, and he's going to have to keep doing it. They want to keep this 1-0 lead as well, though, so maybe they're playing it a little safe, but you don't want to play it too safe. Swoops puts a shot on, though. No one back once again for the Fates. Bismarck puts it in. The Fates are looking a little shaky here on defense.
Yeah, Swoops just puts that one into the corner, and Whey Protein goes up for a desperation save, but he had very, very little chance of defending that open net against Bismarck, who was right in front of it.
Now the Hurricanes have 2-0 lead, their biggest lead of the series. Shamu coming in, popping that off of the corner. That's out. He gets the next touch, headed towards net. This time they do have someone back. Johnny bicycle kicks for the save as Bismarck just kind of pops it out. He's going to give Johnny a shooting opportunity. Swoops does get the save. A little bit of a dangerous play there. Maybe a communication breakdown for the Hurricanes. Bismarck must have thought someone was there. It's not going to hurt him this time, though. Bismarck getting that center whiff. Shamu's back, though, and he's going to play it up off the wall, but he is the only one back. Rios going to pop that down. Shot here from Johnny. They rotated back in time. Swoops gets the save. Fates really pushing here for a goal.
Yeah, the Fates are pushing, and they're drawing out some defensive double commits from the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes are going to have to get on comms and kind of quell those down.
Ooh,
Shamu just goes up, drops this one off the backboard, and Bismarck just puts it straight in. This was a great heads-up play by Bismarck to notice this one was coming. And Krios going backwards. He goes for the desperation backflip, but can't quite make it.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes are really pulling off those pass plays now. Another one right there, and they have a 3-0 lead, and the Fates have yet to score, which is rare compared to those first two games. But Hurricanes made the proper adjustments. Now they just have to keep the lead. Whey Protein passes that over to Krios. Bismarck reads it perfectly, though, getting it back towards the opposing end. Johnny Whey Protein, some good passing for a great clear. That's also headed towards center, and Whey Protein's going to finish it off. What a play there from Fates and Whey Protein. Good finish.
That was great heads-up clear by Johnny to drop it straight down in front of Whey Protein, and Whey Protein, he serves himself. He has arrived to the BYOB party.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful play there. Good shot from Whey Protein. Hopefully that gets his team back into this game. That ball kind of kicks over. Looks like Swoops is going to be the first one to get here. Trying to get that goal right back. Let's see if he can pop it over Johnny. Johnny will end up just whiffing, actually. Krios helping his teammate out, popping it over Shamu's head. But no one is back, and Bismarck shots off of the crossbar and out. That was an open net. A little bit of a missed opportunity. Hopefully that does not come back to bite them.
Yeah, huge opportunity there for the Hurricanes that they failed to capitalize on. But let's see if they can make it happen again.
Yeah, good pressure, though, and it's continuing. Krios does finally get it out of their half, at least, and gets it down. Looks like Swoops is going to play this off the wall, keeping it in the corner, but that ball's up high. Bismarck will beat Johnny to that ball, and maybe Swoops can get the touch. He can. Over to Shamu. Trey's going to finish this. He will. Great passing play from the Hurricanes, and that is why they lead the league in assists.
So it looks like the Hurricanes are back in form. This is a three-person passing play. Bismarck pops it up to Swoops, and then Shamu puts it in for the dunk. What a play. Yeah,
that is a fulfilled offense there. The clear to the midfield, to the pass for the shot. Just a beautiful play. And they do get that goal right back. So the Fates looking like they're going to drop the third game. And the Hurricanes are very grateful for that. They need to get back in this one with a win. Another shot here from Shamu. And like you said, they're looking great now. And they're going to extend their lead even further.
Guys, save some goals for the next game. Come on. This has got to feel good for them. They're getting that confidence back. They're really getting those nerves all the way out right now, and they're looking forward to playing a delicious next game.
Yeah. Hopefully they definitely save some goals for next game, because that's something they didn't get very many of in the first two. But yeah, definitely a good sign for them. They definitely loosened up, and this might be a scary thing for the Fates going forward if the Hurricanes continue to play this way, because right now the Hurricanes, they look unstoppable. Krios passing it over to Whey Protein here. Cannot quite get the flick he needs in order to put that towards net. Double commit there for the Fates, who might be getting a little flustered. Obviously, they're going to be trying whatever they can down by 4. Ball's going to be up high off the roof, and Krios will beat Shamu to the ball. Swoops picks it up perfectly, though. Bismarck spawns in a nice spot. Krios gets the dunk on him, though. Johnny trying to put that goal in, and that's a beautiful solo play by Johnny. Gets his team another goal here.
Johnny just takes it right up the wall, and they really just had to do anything to, stop this train that is the Hurricanes right now, and hopefully they can, slow it down a little bit, take this into the next game, and try and wrap it up. And Whey Protein is going to try and take this in as the clock winds down, and Swoops makes a good clear.
Yeah, hopefully that'll give him a little bit of momentum headed into now.
All right, and the Hurricanes take this one.
Definitely looking strong.
So the Hurricanes take this one. They're looking great. They're up, or the Fates are now 2-1 on the series. The Hurricanes are really going to try and bring this one back around, and who knows? It's been done before, and we're all looking here for these games just to go out to the maximum games they possibly can, and we want to get our money's worth. And this game, the Hurricanes really put on a show for us, and they really also spread out the work. They got 1-2 shots, 2-1 assists. I mean, this team was really, really well-rounded all the way. And we're going to need to see a little bit of, Krios is going to have to step up and perform a little bit better. He's their MVP. He's the league MVP. And we're really going to have to see the Fates step up if they want to wrap this one up, because the Hurricanes put on a show.
Yeah, the Hurricanes definitely made the adjustments they needed to, coming back a lot stronger here. And like you said, they all got it done. And when you lead the league in assists, you can't really be surprised when that team is passing the ball all around, and every single player has incredible scores on that scoreboard. They all got the job done. And the Fates did not look nearly as hot as they did in those first two games, but that might be because of the adjustments Hurricanes make. So headed into this game, we'll see if the Hurricanes can continue this momentum headed forward. Kickoff goes in favor of the Fates. Johnny tries to put the shot in just right, and Krios following it up. That's going to be left. Whey Protein trying to get it back center here. And he gets a great pass off, and no one's there. Whey Protein will end up finishing that off. He loops all the way back around. It looked like some bumping there from the Hurricanes, but it all backfired, really.
Swoop, this was a defensive breakdown from Swoop. He just drops this one right back down for the Fates, and they take advantage of no last man and drop this one in. And so Johnny gets a clear, but Swoops is right there, and he takes a shot, and it kind of goes out, and Krios with the 50-50 against Shamu, and Whey Protein is going to take this one out of danger. So Shamu is up the wall. He's going to try and make something happen right now. He tries to take it in solo. His teammate is there, but saw that Shamu was up and didn't ended up going for it. But Krios misses this one, and he's pretty lucky that one didn't go in. So he's just going to clear this one out of danger, and that's going pretty far. Is that going to go in? No. Swoops is able to get it out. Back to Krios, who takes this up the backboard. Krios is going to try and put it in, but Johnny swoops in right in front of him, steals the goal. This was a great solo play from Krios to take this one up, and Johnny went up there. May have been some comms breakdown, but who cares when it looks good? And the Fates are taking this one 2-0. The Hurricanes have got to get something going right now. So both Krios and Bismarck whiff right there, and Swoops is going to try and drop that one in for Bismarck. He's going to follow this one back up, and he is going to put it in the back of the net. There was a couple breakdowns right here from the Fates, and Swoops, smartly staying forward, not rotating back, is able to capitalize.
I think I'm back. Sorry, some mic troubles. Kickoff here. Krios will be the first one to pick it up. Takes it on the wall, trying to get a pass off Shamu. Gets it out of the corner, pops it up. Over to Swoops, who gets the pass off. Hurricanes looking to tie this ball game up. Whey Protein now with the best touch. Bismarck has a shooting opportunity, but Krios will come in there and clear it up. Good defense there from him. And a dunk right there for a pass. Shamu didn't read that right, but no follow-up shot from the Fates. Bismarck will pop that up. Not over Johnny's head, though, as he keeps the pressure. Touch off the wall. Krios right back at it. Hurricanes really need to start to get going here. Needed to get their momentum back that they had in that last game.
The Whey Protein tries to put that one on, and he goes out to Krios, who's going to try and take all the way back to Johnny. Feels backflip, had a chance there, but couldn't get it going. Krios centers this one up. This is a pass to Swoops. This could be a breakaway, but Shamu can't quite get it done. This ball's kind of hanging out in the air for Krios, who's a double commit from Shamu and Bismarck to 50-50 that one away, and a great defensive demo by Krios to get Bismarck off of the ball. The Whey Protein is going to center this one up for Krios, but Bismarck is there. He's going to make the clear, and Johnny with the whip. The ball is just kind of hanging out. Shamu's off the backboard. Bismarck is going up. Is he going to be able to put that one in? And it's a slow roller that Krios is able to clear. So Johnny gets up on the backboard to take that one in, but Shamu is looking to drop this one down. Can Krios make the save? He does. But he ends up just dropping it down to Swoops, who puts this one on. All three of the Fates players had to commit for that. And they're able to make this insanity sane again. As Shamu is going to go up, he's going to try and drop it down, but he can't. Whey Protein with the whiff. And Johnny's going to clear this one out so those Fates players can get some boost. Whey Protein is taking this one off the backboard. It's coming straight down. Oh, that almost rolled out, but Shamu was just barely able to get there. The Whey Protein puts on a power play right here, but he's not able to do anything. As there's a triple commit coming out from the Hurricanes. This one is for Whey Protein to make, and he just can't quite finish it as he is flailing around up there. Johnny's going up. Bismarck is up off the backboard. And so this one is going up top. Johnny's up in the air. Can he put this one in? He barely misses, and Bismarck is out of boost. He's trying to do everything he possibly can. And Krios tries to put this one straight on the ground, but Swoops does not allow the dunk. Here goes Bismarck. He's by one. Can he get it by two? He's trying to drop in the assist, but there is an awesome defensive demo. Swoops is going up. Can he make the shot? No. Bismarck is trying to make opportunities, but the Fates were there with that demo. Just made it impossible. So Bismarck, he's got the ball again. He's going to try and wrap it around the corner, but Whey Protein is denied. Whey Protein wraps this one around the sides, but he couldn't quite get it up off the wall, and Shamu makes the clear. This one is going up. Whey Protein's going to try and get it by Bismarck. He got it! What a great heads-up play by Whey Protein to read that ball going straight up the ceiling. Great 50-50 from Krios, and the Fates are up 3-1, and they are looking to make it happen right now. 15 seconds left. The Hurricanes have to get something going. And this one is up. Shamu could put this one in. He does. What a play by Shamu. Bismarck does exactly what he does. Makes opportunities off that kickoff. Shamu, perfect read. That one goes straight in. So this is 11 seconds left. Can the Hurricanes get it done? We need to see some magic. This is what playoffs are all about. And here it comes. Is it on? No. Johnny's going to make the clear. Is someone going to be there to follow it up? Swoop is there. He gets the touch. Whey Protein's going to go for the clue. But Shamu's going to beat him. It's off the backboard. Can we make something happen? And the ball is down. The Fates are going to the finals. What a try from the Hurricanes right there. But unfortunately, they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I don't know if it's back on or not. I didn't want to kill Sunset. Great.
The Mr. Robot guest commentator here. I wonder what he thinks about today's games. But what I think is that the Fates, they grounded out. They went 2-0 up. They dropped one as the Hurricanes saw a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel. But the Fates managed to calm those nerves, get back into form, and dunk this series 3-1. And we're going to see them in the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our broadcast of the Rocket Soccer Confederation Premier League Finals. I am Sunsets Brew, still joined by Birkeles and Art. Once again, if you want to come play with us, Season 2 signups are active now. The link is going in the Twitch chat right now. You can hit it. And, or better yet, like I said, hop into our Discord. We'd love to have you. You know, we got people playing all the time, hanging out, playing ranked, playing casual, 6-man. We love Rocket League. It's what we do. Come play with us. And just kind of, getting into it here, we're going to talk about the GM of the season. And if you've been following the playoffs at all, you'll know that there's one GM who has had 3 out of his 4 teams in the finals, and we're going to watch one of his teams right now, and that is none other than D Sniper. So congratulations to him. So it's the Premier League. We just saw the Fates take down the Hurricanes, and what we didn't see happening at the same time, get out your brooms because the Knights swept the Hydras. So it's the finals, the Knights and the Fates playing for everything, putting it all on the line, the glory, all the marbles to be crowned the champion of the Premier League.
Yeah, great job at both these teams getting it done. Also, just want to go backwards a little. Just a big shout out to Snipe. He really got it done this year. The GMs in this league are kind of on the back burner sometimes, but they put in a lot of work. So just want to say thank you to all of them, and just a great job by Snipe assembling these teams and getting 3 of 4 to the finals is really incredible.
That's amazing. And let's talk about some numbers here. The Knights, we already seen what the Fates can do, and they're a huge force. But the Knights are number 2 in the leagues in goals scored. And it may also come as no surprise that they are number 2 in the league in shots fired. So they're really going to be putting that Fates defense to the test here. And we saw the Fates, they're capitalizing on those backboard reads, and hopefully the Knights, maybe someone was watching the stream and saw the backboard, non-defending going on and called it out to him. So hopefully that they are going to be ready for that.
Yeah, the Knights are up there in the stats, but so were the Hurricanes, and that did not bug the Fates at all as they came in and were able to win even with those high stats that the Hurricanes put up during the regular season. So I don't think that's going to bug the Fates too much here, but we'll see if the Knights can get the job done.
Yeah, and if there is any team up to the challenge, it is the Lunar Conference champions, the Knights. I mean, and there's no other place that I'd rather be right now watching Rocket League, the Premier League level. We watched the challengers, we watched the minors, we watched the majors, and while all those were really, really fun to watch, really, really awesome to cast, it's great to be being able to cast Rocket League at this level.
Oh yeah, these premier players are no joke. They put in a lot of time to get this good. They're all champion and higher. Probably most of them are probably grand champs, if I had to take a guess. It's just really sweet watching this caliber of play. They're incredible. They pull off passes and goals that you can only imagine doing. And if you're looking to get better at Rocket League, you should really examine these teams, watch what they do, and take notes.
Yeah, and we're getting these teams in here, and people are in. We're still waiting for Krios to hop in. He should be joining shortly. And we'll get it underway. All right, we're here, and for the play-by-play, Birkeles.
Kickoff here will go in favor of the Fates. That ball's headed towards the corner, pops out. Assume it's going to be a very fast start for these two teams. Fates trying to get the pressure, get an immediate lead, put the pressure on the Knights. That ball pops out. Wave Protein trying to get a touch to the center, pass it out to one of his teammates, maybe Sponge, disrupting that play. Johnny and Krios both on that wall. This could really hurt them here. Premium trying to get that shot off. Yes.
And so that shot almost went on right there, and Krios is kind of backing up. He's just trying to make something happen. Johnny 50-50s it off of him to Premium, who's going to go up, and Whey Protein's going to drop this one up, and Neb is going to lazily wait for that one to go down. I thought he was going to get a trap, but he just opted to clear it instead. So Krios is going to put a shot on, and And Neb is almost there he is there to save that one out, and Krios puts it up.
This is the first time we've seen the two #1 seeds actually make it to the finals, so obviously both of these teams got the job done during the regular season. Shot there, and that's going to go
Neb is going to
in.
take this one right away and dunk it straight in. He steals it from Krios. That big mistouch right there. Neb reads it perfectly and goes in.
Yeah, great shot by Neb and great read to get his team the first goal, which is huge in a series like this. It takes the nerves off like you wouldn't believe.
And that was really, really good for the Knights to get that one up. And, you know, seeing as how they 3-0'd the Hydras, hopefully they're... But, I mean, Premium, he drops this one straight in. I was going to say that maybe they're not ready fast as the Fates are going to play, but that's obviously wrong.
What a great soft touch there from Sponge to put that in the perfect spot for Premium to pull off that shot. It was still a tough angle for him, but just a great pass there from Sponge.
So we're really seeing this team making it happen as Krios drops this one in, but Sponge is there to make the save. Whey Protein going in for the 50-50. Johnny's going to wrap this one around. Whey Protein is hitting Neb and being a bully in the back of the net, but couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, that doesn't really work when all three players are in the net. You can't exactly bump all three of them. So that one might have backfired. He probably was better off staying back and going for a shot.
No, Krios is going to try and do a solo play of his own, but he is not able to get this one going as Premium is going to try and drop this one down to Neb, and there's a big double commit there. The goal is open. Can Whey Protein get back? He cannot. And Sponge dropped this one in. This is 3-0 for the Knights right now.
Now, we didn't see a lot of double commits from this Fates team in that last series, but we've seen a couple of really bad ones, and they've hurt them obviously a lot here. They're already down by 3, but 3 minutes left, plenty of time to catch back up.
The Fates are going to take a deep breath. We saw what they could do last series, and I think they still got it in them as Johnny gets it clear off the wall and Whey Protein dropped this one straight up. This could mean trouble, but Premium is going to whiff. And Krios is clearing this one off to the side, just trying to give his team a breather, but Sponge says, no way, I'm going to drop this one back in, trying to follow it up. It's in the air. Neb is up. Is he going to be able to beat Whey Protein? No, he cannot. Whey Protein gets the clear. And Krios is going to set this one off the backboard. 2 players went up for the Knights, but no one from the Fates was there to knock it in.
Krios, the league MVP, really needs to get his team going here and settle them down. Just not a lot of passing plays from this team, where we saw a lot in that last series, and they cannot get their offense going.
And Premium went there, taking up the ceiling, and tried to follow it up with a big dodge off the wall, but couldn't make it happen. And this ball is just going to be sitting there in the corner. Krios passed it out to Whey Protein, who didn't have the boost to follow it up. That was a missed opportunity. This one's going to go off the backboard. Sponge is going to try and take it up all the way, and he drops this one straight down for a wonderful solo play. 4-0 Knights.
Yeah, the Knights are looking very good. They're pulling off solo plays, and they're pulling off the passing plays. You couldn't ask for a better start here, 4-0. 2 minutes left. They could even build on that and really demoralize this Fates team, which would be a great start for them to begin this series.
I mean, morale cannot be high right now, and the Knights the Fates almost push one through right there as Premium is going to try and take this down. He's untested. Had a chance to dribble that a little bit further, but Krios is going to whiff, and he had an opportunity for Neb, who's going to take this one off the backboard. Sponge is up. Can he get it across? He is. There's nobody there. Can anybody follow this up? They cannot.
They play off the back wall there by Krios.
The Whey Protein is going to try and get this one, but he is out of boost. Cannot make it. Neb's going to clear this one.
The Fates cannot get it going here in this first game whatsoever. They can't even really get a passing play going. The Knights are just playing some great defense, and their rotations have been on point. And Fates are slow to follow up.
Yeah, the Fates are looking a little bit flustered. We're seeing solo plays, and we really need to see... Premium tries to take this up the wall. Krios is going to try and drop this one. Can't quite get it past Neb. And Whey Protein's trying to wrap it up around the wall. Neb is just being a wall. He is everywhere right now.
I wonder how this slow start is going to affect the Fates. They came out of that last series and won the first 2 games really dominantly, so dropping this first game so badly might have a very negative effect on them. See if they can make the adjustment, which is something they really didn't need to do last series.
Yeah, and so Whey Protein is the power play right now from Johnny. Can Whey Protein make something happen? going to come down. And it looked like there may have been an unfortunate touch there from Premium.
No. I think that might have just been a sweet shot right there from Whey Protein, getting it done off the backboard.
He literally wrote the book. So I'm glad to see him coming out with those nice plays.
Yeah, I have a few of his training packs down there. They're good stuff.
So Sponge is going to try and drop this one down. Whey Protein is making that backboard clear. And Premium gets a double touch. He's going to drop it down. Krios is there. He's going to take a shot. He's going to drop it low, and Neb is able to get up. And this clock is winding down, and the Fates are going to be looking to get something going next one. And
yeah,
Sponge is going to try and put this one in for a last goal here, and Whey Protein is just going to spike it. The Knights have come out in full force.
Yeah, and that's obviously what you want to do headed into the finals, a 4-1 victory. You couldn't ask for better here. And as for the Fates, they need to figure out what went wrong there. They did not look good. They only got that one solo shot off. And even then, it was a little bit of a lucky play in terms of they were able to get it up and around all the Knights players. They got to get that passing back. And once again, Krios, league MVP, he really needs to get his team going.
The Knights, 3 of their 4 goals were assisted. The Fates, 0 assists, 0 saves. They have to get something going. There's a communication breakdown, maybe. The rotation is not quite as crisp. Maybe some people are losing a little bit of faith in their teammates and overcommitting, but they need to do something here.
Yeah, and that 0 in that saves column definitely hurt them. A couple of those goals that the Knights took, they weren't easy saves, but they're saves that they really need to make at this level. And they just couldn't get to the ball in time, and bad defensive rotations. So that's a pretty easy fix if you have good chemistry with your team and you can talk it out. But we'll have to see if they can do that.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard the last from the Knights yet. This is from the Fates yet. This is a long series, best of 7 for the finals. And we're about to see get into game 2 here.
And no one calling them out and plenty of time to make adjustments.
So as Nebi's going to try and put this one in, get another goal. He's going to opt to go off the backboard. Premium is going up, but he can't quite get his car in the way to drop it down. And Krios is going to put this one up for Neb, who's going to feed it up to Premium, who goes up. Gets a calculated demo, and Neb with the whiff, and Sponge needs to make a touch, and he's able to do it. And Krios is going to throw this up. He's going to a little fake there from Whey Protein as this one goes flying.
Yeah, good immediate pressure here from the Fates, and maybe they should try a few more fakes like that, and a couple more demos here might open up the net a little.
And Sponge tried to feed that one out there to Neb, who wasn't quite going fast enough or have the right direction to do anything with that. And Krios gets a very nice demo on Premium as he went up. Sponge is going to take this one off, tried to make a solo play, but couldn't get his car rotated in time. And there's nobody back. Premium has a shot opportunity. Can he put this one in? It goes right off the corner.
Missed opportunity right there. And also before, Neb had 2 demos on the back players, and Sponge a little impatient with the shooting opportunity. Keeps the game 0-0.
And Krios demos the only goalie, and the Knights barely managed to make it back in time. So another demo comes out for Whey Protein. There's nobody in the back of the goal. They just have to get those. Couldn't quite do it. And this is a breakaway opportunity for the Knights as Neb puts this one up. It's going down. We got a double commit there, and Premium Manatee just barely drops it down as Neb is able to make the save. And Krios drops this one around. Is anyone going to be there to follow it up? Johnny was looking for it, but Sponge manages to get the touch. That was a good look from Neb, and no one was there to follow it up. But Krios is dropping this one center. Premium gets the clear out to give his team a chance to get some boost. This one's going high. And Neb is dropping it off to the side. We'll see who can get there first. It's Krios. He's keeping this one up in the air. Premium is going to take the shot, but it's wide. And Johnny manages to get it out.
We're getting near the halfway point here, and so back and forth. We're not seeing either offense really clicking right now. That's probably a good sign for the Fates because, they're not down by 4 like last game. Well, so I think it's going to be important in this one who gets their offense going first, and I think you really look for a player like Krios to do that for the Fates since they are the ones that would like to tie the series back up.
Yeah, Krios, he's got to live up to that all-star name and hype and get his team on the board, make some shots, maybe actually put some of those solos plays in as Neb gets a really good clear there to keep the ball from dropping straight down. And Johnny manages to clear this one out, but Sponge is right there. He's going to drop a shot on, but Krios can easily makes that save and turns it right into an attack. And Premium drops it straight on. Krios is going to try and make a shot. He can't quite get there, and Sponge is going to loft this one up. He's going to follow it back up. He's going to put this straight up. Premium is there. Neb puts a shot on it. Goes off the backboard. We had a double commit. No one is there. Sponge takes it in. Krios is up. And Sponge drops it down, but there's nobody left with boost from the Knights to follow it back up.
Yeah, that was like 4 in a row we saw off the backboard and out, and no follow-up from the Knights. And then the last one was probably the best opportunity, but like you were saying, by then you're out of boost. Really got to see these guys be a little bit more.
He's going to put this one on. Can Sponge get there? He just barely makes it.
Fates made the adjustments they needed on defense for sure, though. So back and forth here. 0-0 still headed into the last minute. See if the Fates can get it going on offense, though.
And Whey Protein and Johnny almost made something happen. Johnny's going to try and knock this one out to Krios, but Premium is there. This one is up in the air. Johnny's lofting this one up off the backboard, but Sponge is able to make the play. And Premium goes up. Whey Protein is right there. He's going to get a dunk on in there as that one, like we said, falls straight off the crossbar.
So many saves for the Knights in this game so far if you look at the scoreboard, but the Fates only have a couple, but it doesn't matter. They broke down their rotations, and you can only save for so long. The Knights have to do a better job of getting the ball out of their half as that goes towards net.
And Krios is going to take this kickoff goal and say, thank you very much. We got one player pushed up a little bit too far. The other player's off to get no way. Sponge is getting back in time for that. 2-0.
Yeah, that's why it's always a little dangerous to send 2 of your players on a kickoff. If it works, it works, but if it doesn't, it can really come back to hurt you as it did right there. Yeah,
we saw a little defensive double commit from Whey Protein and the Fates right there. As Johnny's going to get a shot on this one. It's going to go, it's a little bit wide though, and Neb is going to be... And Krios drops this one down. Sponge showing us that backboard defense. Whey Protein's going to clear this one across, but no one was there to finish that. And Krios takes that. It goes right back to Whey Protein, and they're going to try and turn this one into a play. They can't quite do it. Johnny just wasn't there. Premium is able to clear it out.
Yeah, that one didn't pan out just right, but good offensive pressure from them, something we didn't see in the first game. And it caused them to lose, and we've been seeing a lot more here in the second game, and they're going to win the second game, it's looking like.
Yeah, and that one may have been going in. Sponge just gets a clear, and as this clock winds down, the Fates are going to tie this one up. And now it's interesting because we've seen what both of these teams can do. We know they're both deadly, and now it's a matter of who can get it going sooner.
Yeah, and the Fates, like we said earlier, Krios and Johnny are second and third in the league in saves. This game, they didn't have those save numbers, actually, but it just goes to show that they have great defense. They didn't allow the Knights to score in this one. And I think defense is going to be their cornerstone going forward. They're going to have to keep the Knights off the scoreboard. We didn't see them do that in the first game, and they dropped it. They can keep doing that and just put a couple of points up on the board. I think they'll be good headed forward.
Yeah, I think a huge factor in here was just really the ball just wasn't over on the blue half of the field very much. I mean, we have 8 shots for the Fates, and they had a couple runs where they were just shooting shot after shot after shot, wearing down that Knights defense, getting them out of boost and just able to get over them to get the shots in.
Yeah, this game is a great example of why people don't always like the saves stat as a thing to brag about. Because you look at the Knights, they have all those saves, but it doesn't matter if you can't get the ball out of your half. Basically, they were just racking up saves until they got scored on. Just inevitably happened because of the insane pressure from the Fates.
Yeah, and we're going to see if the Knights can get some of that first game confidence and glory back here as we're on to Game 3 of this exciting Premier League Finals. And Neb is going to get a lazy shot there. Johnny is just there to make the save, and Krios is going to throw this one off to the center, seemingly to nobody as Premium gets that touch there. Going to try and follow it back up. And Whey Protein is going to try and drop this one down for Krios, who's going to take a shot. but it is not on, and Premium is able to get that ball out of there. The Krios is going up. That was a great look from Johnny. Whey Protein not quite forward enough to finish that one.
Already out of gates, the Fates are already coming out strong and once again applying a ton of offensive pressure. They know that worked for them last game, and they'll obviously want to continue to do that in this game.
So what a save there by Premium, just getting straight up to, and he cleared that ball out of there. And that is a big whiff by Sponge, and Johnny just powers that one through. Oh no, that's gotta be a heartbreaker.
Yeah, usually that wouldn't be the end of the world here, but last game, the Fates only scored those 2 goals. They obviously played defense really well, so just dropping one is a bigger deal than it usually would be against this tough defense of the Fates.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not the way that the Knights wanted to start this game. And this ball's just going to be hanging out in the corner. Sponge is going to try and get off the wall to make a shot. He can't get to it. The Knights have got to get back quick because Whey Protein's going to drop a shot on, and he's going to find the top left corner. There was nobody there.
Yeah, once again, another bad defensive breakdown by the Knights here. That's a perfect shot. Don't take anything away from that, as that ball was put in the perfect spot to make it a tough save, but there should have been someone midfield to disrupt that shot in the first place.
It's a minute 10 in, and the Fates are playing like they want this championship. Johnny's going to try and take this one off the... No one's going to get their Protein maybe a little bit too quickly. He couldn't quite get the angle needed. As Krios is going to try and follow this one up, it looks like with no boost, and just couldn't quite get there. And Johnny's going to take this one off the backboard. Is Whey Protein going to be able to get there in time? It's going to drop, and Sponge is able to trap that one.
Yeah, good defense there.
One. And can he take this one all the way? He's going to make a great solo play up the wall to get that goal back and try and get some of that confidence going.
Yeah, where were the Fates players, though? I only see one in this whole play, and the net is wide open forever, and there's no one to the left or right of it. Bad defensive play there from the Fates.
The Fates were kind of getting confident they could send all 3 of those players up to get something going, and when it doesn't go your way, you're going to get punished. And Sponge is going to try and drop one back down here. Can Krios get up in time? He can.
Not only did Krios save that, but he dropped it perfectly into Whey Protein's lap for a follow-up clear.
Yeah, these guys are really fighting each other on defense, and Whey Protein is going to drop this one up. There's no one there to follow it up. There's a offensive demo from Krios, and Premium's going to try and get this one. He can't quite get it. But here's Sponge. He takes a shot. Johnny barely there. And Sponge demos the last defender back. Unfortunately, Premium was on the other side of the court.
Once again, we see the Fates leave their net a little too open. Johnny did just get back for that save, and right after the net was once again
Neb makes a big whiff, and Sponge is desperation clear up the wall. This is going to be an opportunity for Fates as Johnny drops that one. This one in, and he squeaks it right by Sponge, who all he could do was just throw his car up and say, "Please shoot it at me."
Yeah, great passing play turns out for the Fates here, and they're going to take up, get another goal, and a good sign for them headed into this, being in this game. They're looking a lot better than they did in that game 1, and now it's Knights' turn to make some adjustments.
And so the Knights here are going to try and make something happen. Neb with a little whiff right there. He's going to double commit with Premium to try and get that ball off the wall, and no one has the boost to follow anything up. Sponge is there to drop this one down, but it's going to be tough when the Knights have to go back and get boost. Johnny's going to try and make a pass right there, and demo coming out from Sponge. And Krios kind of going backwards, waiting, biding his time, but Sponge is off the backboard to make that clear. All right, this one is up in the air. We have Whey Protein with a really, really good demo to stop that offensive play. And Johnny's going to try and take this one probably off the backboard. No, it was a shot. And Neb is just there to make it in. This one's going to come off the backboard. Is anybody there to take this one in? Johnny's going to try and take a shot, and he is going to drop it straight down right below the defense.
That was a very bad play for the Knights. They looked all flustered, and no one was there. That ball, all I was thinking the whole time was that the Fates were taking way too long to shoot that. It was sitting there forever, and they still ended up getting the goal, and that can just not happen. The Knights need to get someone at that ball to get a 50-50 challenge.
And Sponge right off the kickoff is showing he's mean in business with a big hard shot over into the net, but Premium's going to drop this one out. Neb is going to try and go up, but he gets blocked by Whey Protein. So Johnny's going to clear this one out. Can Premium get back? He can. He's going to get the clear off to the side. And Johnny with the crazy shot, and Neb almost made a save, but he was not ready for this nutty play.
Yeah, crazy. Comes off Premium's card. Johnny reads that perfectly, which, like you said, incredible shot. That's a hard read off of someone's car and then off the wall for an angle. And the Fate's right back at it.
And Whey Protein's going to try and drop that one down. I'm not sure if there was a communication break, but that double person went up and almost made it happen. As Neb is going to try and put a shot on right here. He's going to be wide. Instead, he's going to try and drop that over. That was a double commit there. This could be an opportunity for Johnny. There's nobody back, but he can't quite get the hard hit he needs. The Sponge is going to flick it over one. He's just Krios back. Can Sponge wrap it around? He can. This is off the backboard. Neb is going to try and make a shot on this, but Johnny was right there.
Yeah, Sponge really needed to rotate back on that one. I think Neb hesitated because he saw that Sponge was right next to the ball, and he didn't want to pull all three up. You got to communicate better, and Neb's calling for that ball. Sponge needs to get back to the other side of the field.
Yeah, and the Fates, they were trying to make a passing play happen right there, and we need to see that more from them. I mean, they're up 5-1, but I really want to happen a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of their goals really are coming off of mistakes from the Knights, and if they could fix those, Fates might be in trouble here. But 5-1 victory is a pretty good show of confidence.
Yeah, that one's going to drop down. The Fates, they're up 2-1 right now. We still got plenty of games to play. The Knights have a little bit of adjusting to do. They got some double commits. They had no assists. They weren't putting those passing plays together, and they just haven't, decrypted the Fates defense.
Yeah, also since that first game, the Knights just haven't looked as good, and the Fates have really turned it up to another level. As for the Fates defense, I think it's really the whole, the offense is the best defense, because look at that shot total right there. That's a ton of shots. I don't even think the Knights got the ball into the opposing half very often. The Fates were just keeping their pressure on, and that's why they came away with the 5-1 lead here.
Yeah, we're gonna probably look really close at while the Fates are on. See who's getting those corner boosts, because I doubt it's the Knights. I think the Fates are doing a really, really good job of controlling the boost economy in the field and making the Knights really, really work for any boosts that they get.
And that is a very much Premier League type strategy, taking those boost corners. It also is a sign of a perfect rotation by a team because they know how it works to the point where they're able to send someone in, get a boost pad, and go back out or go back in for the pass or shot.
Yeah, that's really a testament to how hard both of these teams have worked to be here on the final stage of the RSC, to be playing for this championship. And this kickoff is going to go in favor of the Knights, as Neb is going to be up. He's going to try and drop one down, but nobody's there. And Sponge, this is a shot on. There's nobody back. Johnny couldn't quite get a half flip down. Neb tries to drop it down, just couldn't get the shot he needed, and Krios is able to bring this one up the side. And he's going to try and do an air dribble in. Whey Protein takes it away. And is there anybody there to follow it up? There's not. Sponge is going to clear this one.
Really, actually, a smart defensive move right there when no one was there to follow up the Whey Protein pass, because Whey Protein stole that ball from Krios, I do believe. So if someone went for that shot and missed, there would have been all three guys up, and would have been an open net on the other end. And
so the Fates, they had a man down right there, tried to make something happen. Do it. Johnny's going to get this one past two-ish. Sponge versus the world right now, and he gets a pretty good clear. Whey Protein's going to drop this one off the backboard. There's nobody in goal. Krios couldn't quite get it down to get that shot. Both the defenders were flailing in the air. And Premium's going to get a shot on. Whey Protein is going to have a good save and clear, and Sponge is going to turn this one right back around. Back to Premium, who puts this one up. Krios takes one there. Whey Protein is coming off the side. He's going to beat Sponge, but Johnny is there. He's going to put a shot on. Is anybody there? Neb is backwards, is able to make the backflip save and clear it down. Yeah, we said that there wasn't enough passing plays last time, and now both teams are coming out with passing play after passing play, trying to find each other and make it happen.
Yeah, these passing plays are looking pretty, but 0-0, it looks a lot like that first game did. Very back and forth. And passing plays are not panning out. Sometimes that is just how it's going to be.
Johnny's saying Whey Protein tried to come off and get a little spider goal right there, but Johnny, the shot was on target, and the defense maybe were reading Whey Protein, but just couldn't quite get back in time.
And I was just about to say, sometimes those solo plays are just the ones that work, and Johnny just puts a good shot on Whey Protein, threw them off a little bit, but just have someone who puts the ball on it.
Yeah, it was great, and Sponge is going to go. He's going to go and take this one up. He's going to try and drop it down for Neb, who can't quite get it. He's going to follow it up. He's going to try it. And he's going to try and drop this one down for Premium. And Johnny's there to make the save. Sponge is going to fire this one off the wall with the pinch, and Krios is going to try and trap and shoot it down. Whey Protein with the save, because that's going to go in. It's off the backboard. Johnny is up to save it. There's a demo comes out for Krios, but that shot wasn't back on, and the Fates have got to get back. Whey Protein with an amazing half-field save. Saves that one. So Johnny fakes out one. He's going to try and take this one out of the way with the weight, but Whey Protein takes this one out, and Johnny just runs out of boost. Whey Protein is making those demos happen, and here's one on, and I don't know if that was a tee off or a misplay, but they managed to get that one out of the side, but the Knights are just not letting up. Sponge is there with the shot. This is going to go in the corner. Johnny manages to make the save, and Sponge hits this one straight back. Whey Protein out. Krios is up. He's going to try and put this one in, but Sponge is there to make a nice backboard clear, and defending the backboard is just so critical here because you will get punished if that ball is falling straight down slowly.
Yeah, something this league is great at, this level, is reading that backboard, which is really underrated. I can tell you, being a Diamond 3 on the edge of champion player, that I am not good at reading those backboards, and it really hurts me sometimes. Backboard passes are impossible to defend.
And the Knights, they had a big opportunity right there, and Neb just couldn't quite get it done. Premium's going to get this one off the backboard. Can Johnny make a save? He does. And the attack continues as Neb is going to try and spike this one down, and Krios is there to make a save. But once again, this ball's coming straight down, and the Knights are doing a great job of wearing out that defense, trying to make something happen.
Right there is really where they should have attacked, too. After all of that, they just kind of let the ball sit midfield.
Yeah, I think there was some boost issues coming out there. You can only keep an assault going on for so long without going back for boost. And Johnny is going to try and dish this up to Whey Protein, who just couldn't quite get there. Krios looked like he was going to try and take that himself, but he kind of got on the wall a little bit. His Premium is going to drop this one down on the right side. Neb is going to take a shot, not quite the power shot that he wanted. And Johnny drops this one straight down to Sponge, who had an opportunity. And Neb is going to take this one off the side.
Sponge didn't get the greatest touch there. Definitely an opportunity, but right now you see all of the Faith players playing back and very safe, keeping that 1-0 lead. They're very content playing with that 1-0 lead and just playing defensively here.
And this one was unfortunate about. Neb is going to try and take a power shot here. We're seeing a couple double commits happening on the Fate side. They're kind of looking a little bit flustered, and I think it's good that they were able to get this ball out right now. And the Knights have got to get something going here with the breakaway. It's Krios and Neb. Krios manages to get that, and this one's going to go off. This has to go in. It's still up in the air, and this one is going to drop down for the Fates, who are going to go up 3-1, and take it to Premier League match point. And there was just no saves by the Knights. They only have 2 saves. They have, they do have a lot of shots, but I feel like that the defense just was kind of falling apart for them that game.
Yeah, and even though they only let that 1 goal across, defense plays a bigger role than just letting the other team score. It really helps you get the ball out, as well as pulling people in and making sure you get those great clears that set up shots on the other end. But I also will say the Knights had great pressure there in those last 2 minutes, really took command of the game, and they should really build on that headed into this next game, because if they keep that pressure up over the course of an entire game, there's no doubt in my mind that they'll score a couple of goals.
Yeah, the Knights, now that we saw that pressure, we know that from game 1, we know that they can bring it, and I think that they're gonna. Hopefully they don't let that 1 goal go to their heads, because they're very much still in this game. I would love to see a game 7.
Yes, I'm sure everyone would. But the Knights definitely will have to make an adjustment here and score goals. They haven't won a game since the first one. All of the momentum is on the Fate side. They're really going to have to make a major adjustment here and shake off nerves at the same time. Not something that is easy to do.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's a team that is in the Premier League finals as this game gets underway. That ball just kind of be going on. Krios is, he's just... Players are respecting Krios and his MVP status. They're not going to challenge him on the wall like that.
Yeah, Krios was just sitting there baiting him, waiting for him to take it, and yeah, he backed off. He knows that Krios is a very good player, and he deserves the respect.
So Prima's going to take a big shot on that. Johnny just barely able to get there, and no one from the Knights was there. Krios is going to try and air dribble himself, and he can't quite get that double touch. What an effort, though.
Yeah, close shots on both sides right there. Both teams trying to get out to the early
And this
lead.
is a breakaway. Neb's got to do something here. He's going to drop it straight in. And that was a great play. It was a good heads-up play. I'm sure someone on comms called the open goal, and Neb lazily is just able to doink this one right into the net. And this was the spark that they needed to get in this game.
Yeah, I love that Neb is what would simple to win right there. It's just beautiful and it works.
Neb is going to be able to get off this. And Whey Protein is going to drop this one down to Johnny. And Krios is going to try and follow this one up with a spike. Whey Protein is there to receive, and can he get it in? No. Neb meets him out halfway and says, "I do not think so, sir." And Sponge comes out with the demo. And Whey Protein is going to try and drop this one down to Krios. That was a good look, but Krios couldn't quite finish it as Sponge clears this one across safely away from the defenders. Whey Protein tries to drop it down. He couldn't quite get it. As Premium read a touch there and was going out and had to really rush to get back. This ball is hanging out. It's dropping, but nobody from the Fates is going to contest, so the Knights can clear this one out. Premium is going to try and drop this one down. It's going to go off the backboard, but Whey Protein with that backboard defense is able to clear it out of the Fates half. But Krios throws this one up straight to Sponge, who's going to put a wide shot on to maybe try and draw somebody out. Whey Protein is there to get a touch, and Premium dropping this over. Krios taking it up the wall with a ceiling shot. Can he follow it up? No. Johnny. Premium going to try and dribble this one, but Whey is there. And Krios clears it out, but it is straight to Sponge, who's going to have a shot opportunity to go kind of down. And Whey Protein gets this one out. All right. To Neb. And Johnny gets it. He's going to try and wrap it. Krios next. Sponge with a great save, and Premium is going to have an opportunity here, but a little nutty demo there from Krios that was interesting to say the least. Krios is going to try and drop this one down. He gets a nutty second touch. Johnny's going to be there to save it. No, he goes away. I think he thought Whey Protein was on there. He's going to take a shot on anyway, and Sponge clears it out to Neb. We have a whiff. Neb up. He's going to try and get this one up for Sponge. Can Sponge finish it? He wins the 50-50, but it doesn't quite go in his favor, and Whey Protein takes this one out of danger. But it's been turned back around, and Premium's going to try and drop this one. And Sponge is up there, but he's not quite in the position he needs to be to get the backwards angle on the ball.
Another 1-0 game for these teams. They're both not putting a lot of goals in the back of the net.
This one comes straight down. Can Premium finish it? He cannot. That was a great save by Johnny reading that one. Those balls are so hard to read. Whey Protein trying to get a demo on Sponge there, but didn't quite get it. Manatee goes it out. Krios. Whey Protein centers this one. Gonna try and follow it up. Oh, but a big whip. But the goal is open. Can Johnny get there? He can. He threads the needle through those two defenders, and the Fates have equalized this one.
Yeah, I was just thinking the Knights were looking a little flustered on defense. We saw one double commit that didn't hurt them, and that time they both thought someone was back. So just a bad defensive play, and they give up their precious lead here, give the momentum right back to the Fates.
And the Fates are going to look to wrap this one up this game if they can. They have the momentum. The wall and doesn't quite get the touch he wants.
Open net right there. No follow-up from the Knights. And they're really missing out on these opportunities. They're one game away from losing their entire season, just going away. And you got to take advantage of those open
and
nets.
Neb with the shot opportunity. He's going to put this one on. And Krios just barely is able to make the save. And Sponge, he's keeping up the pressure here. There's 3 players are on the front post there. Does not given a lot of opportunity for some backwards defenses. Neb's going to put this one up and try and wrap this game out before overtime. But as the clock winds down, we'll see Krios get this clear, and the Fates are going to try and make something happen.
Yeah, this could definitely be dangerous here.
Oh no!
They've
And there was a
ended
defensive
0
whip.
seconds.
They have ended it. And if my calculations are correct, we have just crowned a champion.
Yeah, the Fates are Premier League champions, and I was just thinking of that play that it was dangerous because the Knights did not look like they were playing for overtime. They sent all 3 guys up for the offensive play, and it definitely backfired, and their season is over.
Yeah, that's it. And we saw that defense just kind of crumble there with the whiff. And Krios, he's like, hey, MVP coming through with the dunk right through the defender. And what a way to end it. This was a wonderful season, and all these teams played their hearts out, but we can only crown one champion, and it is Heka's Fates. And remember, we got the All-Star game coming up on Wednesday that I believe that is going to be streamed. Look in the Discord for more information on that. Should be some really, really exciting team plays coming out from all of the league's top players. You'll definitely be able to see a couple of the players that we just saw today in those games. Do they get a choice?
So we're just going to bring in the Premier League champions for an interview. Stick around for some insights into their win.
We're going to ask the tough questions. Maybe even take some questions from the chat.
Someone's already laughing.
The champions, the Premier League champions, the Fates. How do you guys feel?
Oh, we're feeling great. That was a good win. Both teams forced us to change up our styles and to think about what we were doing way too much. So, tough series, but we're glad to take it.
I get carried. Easy. Easy.
Yeah, we saw the carries come out. We saw some backboard shots happening. Krios, why don't you walk us through that last goal?
I had 5
monkey noises were made.
Wait. I was like, wait, hit it to me. I have 5. And it took a weird bounce. And I was like, he might whiff. So I just jumped and went for it. And it happened to go in. I'm going to be honest, that was probably mostly luck.
Well, sometimes luck is all you need. And you guys in the first series we were seeing, you guys were a little bit shaky with the backboard defense, but we kind of saw you guys really, really tighten it up there as the series continued. Do you guys actually talk about that at all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every game we talk about like what we need to work on to improve win or loss, honestly. Like,
Yeah, every game is something you can do better. As
So-
cheesy as that sounds, that's the way we look at it.
Yeah, nice. Let's see. Do you guys want to go to Disneyland? I feel like that.
I bought my plane tickets a month ago.
Oh, he was ready. Well, we'll see you guys there.
what's the
But
alternative to going to Disneyland?
there is no alternative because we
Well,
bought
then,
the
yeah,
tickets
I want to
to
go to
too.
Disneyland.
Awesome. Well, congrats.
Surprised
Thanks.
you aren't asking
Thank you.
questions about the most important matchup. The me more in the chat.
Oh, that meme war. This has been great.
Shout out to everyone repping the Fates. What side? Fuck.
Shout out to everyone
my
saying
God.
the perfect snack, no weaknesses.
Oh, I started that. I started that.
Hey,
I
Natty,
started that.
Natty, I love
One
it to meet
last-
you.
Yeah.
One last
Even as a sub, you got to play full time.
Oh,
One
let,
last
John, let
serious
Johnny
note.
speak, guys.
One last serious note. We brought Natty in here because even though he's our sub, he was a huge part of our team throughout the regular season. We only got way like in the last month of the season, and Natty and Cineo, who is no longer with us, but those guys both played a huge role in the season. So shout out to them.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we were kind of talking before about how you had up there in the chat or up there in the stats, you guys really were able to grind it out as a team, and everybody was able to make it happen.
Yeah, it was a constant battle. We made it a competition to try and beat each other out. It helped us improve for sure.
Well, all right, guys. The champions, your Premier League champions, the Fates. Congratulations, guys. Live it up. We will see you next season.
Thanks, Tart.
All right. That is the end of RSC Season 1. Glad you guys stuck around for this late stream. I posted some more links to the Discord and to the Season 2 signups in chat. I'll probably put them out one more time. But yeah, come by the Discord. That's where all the happening happens. That was bad. I'll let Hercules and Sunset finish off.
Well, all right. We are pleased to make sure you get the signups. We're gonna be back on Wednesday with the All-Star games, and like I said before, it's gonna be awesome matchups.
Yeah, and make sure you guys get into that Discord. Like we were saying, Season 2 will be starting next month, I do believe. August? Or wait, yeah, next month, right?
Yeah, signups are out now. They'll end on the 27th of April, and then there'll be a whole bunch of combines and scouting throughout the beginning of May, and draft day will be May 14th.
Yeah, this league's a cool take. If you guys want to get into Rocket League, there's skill level for you. If you've been playing Rocket League for years, it's a very competitive league. And we definitely recommend you guys get into our Discord, check us out. Even if you don't want to play in the league, there's plenty of people in there who just want to hang out. And if you're ever just looking for a match, pop in there. There is a Looking for Match channel. Imagine that.
All right. Well, I think that's everything. Hope to see you guys on Wednesday for the All-Star game.
All right, take it easy, guys.